Shalom, shalom. I want to first and foremost start by giving infinite praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem Rakah Kadash. Like they say, Shalom, Washem Yikabah, God, Wala Rakah, Jaquayim Nawa, Wahashala Yakanah, which of course is double honor to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone. And Shalom, Wabarakim, Labakarim, Shah Yasha Allah, which is peace and blessings unto the elect. I'm the brother Dawud Daw from the DC Church, back with another lesson through the Spirit and power, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And, as you can see on the screen, this article is entitled Chicago School Closes for Awareness Day and NYC Pays Kids to Get Jabbed. And, Lord's will, I entitled this something along the lines of, we'll get it in the kingdom. Okay, and the reason why I say that is because I had a conversation earlier this week with a brother. He was telling me that there's, he has particular family members that may lose their jobs, right? And they've been working in these, certain places for X amount of years, but can lose it all just like that due to this vaccination, man. And it's just showing, we understand that things are only becoming more critical, only getting more serious, because the prophecies are being made manifest. And this is why, they're going so hard with these things, man. I'm not going to really get into it because, I don't want to get flagged or anything like that. But Lord's will, I'll post this article in the description. But pretty much what it's about is like you see, it says they're basically paying kids. They're paying kids. And when I say kids, I'm talking about, it says this is the age group that they're targeting. Ages 5 through 11. You see? They're targeting literally children, man. And young adults. All right? Teenagers. Okay, to get this damn vaccination, man. You see? And it's all in the name of helping you out. In the name of having safety, But the scriptures talk about how crafty these devils are, man. Okay, and by peace they have destroyed many. And this is what they're trying to, they claim they're trying to establish. Okay, matter of fact, let me grab that first. Okay, this is the book of Daniel. Book of Daniel, chapter 8 and verse 25. It says, and through his policy also, he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand. And this is what we're seeing, man. We're seeing that through his policies, through his legislature, the things that he's setting in place, all right? The wicked decrees that he have decreed, he's causing craft to prosper in his hand, okay? Now we know, all right, us brothers that are in the know, that all of this is just to cause a genocide of the people, okay? If you watch even certain shows that they canceled, all right? A big one is, brothers probably heard of Utopia. It shows you that in the show how through these damn jabs they were pretty much sterilizing people, sterilizing people from having children, and that was in the show, all right, that was just in the series, all right, but in real life there's actually been reports of women not giving birth, all right, women not being able to have children, go figure, you see. So that's that craft that he's causing to prosper in his hand. And it says what? And he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many. Okay? And by peace he's also going to destroy many. All right? In the name of peace, he's doing these things. Okay? But it's actually destroying and, murder of a lot of millions of people, man. It says he also shall stand up against the prince of prisons, but he shall be broken without hand. And that's that's the time that we're coming to, the end of the bitter end, okay, when our Lord comes back, Lord's will sooner than later. Okay, even Esau is going to stand up against him. All right, but it says he shall be broken without hand. You see? And this is the vision that the prophet saw, and that's very heavy, because when you go into the book of 2nd Ezra, the 13th chapter, Ezra's even said the same thing. He said that the Lord neither lifted up hand, all right, nor any instrument of war. He only let out of his mouth as it had been a blast of fire, okay, and consumed them up. All right, but not to veer too much away from the topic. The topic is pretty much we're gonna receive it in the kingdom, man. Everything that we lose here, all right, because we gotta understand you're gonna have to take a L in a carnal sense, all right, in order to get those spiritual gains. Okay, the Lord puts us through these particular trials and tribulations, all right, which may seem, may seem like an L in the flesh, man. Speaking particularly for myself in 2021, I took plenty of L's, man. But I know that in the spirit, it has yielded the more peaceable fruits of righteousness within myself. And that's just personal testimony. And I'm sure it's the same thing for all Akim, who have been facing certain tribulations or trials that they've been through, and through those trials they've overcome. All right, so let me grab that. What was I thinking about? Matter of fact, let me grab this one right here. Oh, that's the one I was thinking about. I was thinking about Hebrews. Let me get it before I forget, actually. Hebrews, is it the 10th chapter? Let me see. There we go. Hebrews chapter 12 and verse 11, it says, "Now no chastening for the present seemeth to be joyous," okay? And that's a chastisement, man. To lose your job, to lose your career, your livelihood, that's a chastisement, man. Okay? It says, "Now no chastisement for the present seemeth to be joyous," all right? In the present moment, it's not going to be joyous, man, but grievous. "Nevertheless, afterward it yielded the peaceable fruit of righteousness unto them which are exercised thereby." And that's basically what's happening right now. Our faith is being exercised, okay? Now, we always prophesied of these times coming. We always knew that this was going to happen, okay? But actually going through it and talking about it are two different things. You see? You can talk about going to the gym, but when you actually in the gym and you feel the pain in your muscles, all right, and your, throughout your body, all right, it's a whole totally different experience. You see? It says, "Wherefore lift up your hands, which hang down, and the feeble knees, and make straight paths for your feet, lest that which is lame be turned out of the way, but let it rather be healed." You see? "Follow peace with all men and holiness, without which no man shall see the Lord." Okay? Follow peace with all men and holiness, man. Okay? "Looking diligently lest any man fail of the grace of the Most High, lest any root of bitterness springing up trouble you, and thereby many be defiled." You see? Lest the root of bitterness, man. So you gotta also have patience. It said, "Looking diligently, lest any man fail the grace of the Most High." All right, and that's one thing you don't want to do, because right now we have a grace period to return unto the Lord. All right, to store up these spiritual treasures. Okay, to build up our faith, because we understand the times that are coming. Okay, we understand that we're gonna have to take some L's. All right, in a physical, in a carnal sense. Okay, but in the spirit, it's going to yield those peaceable fruits of righteousness, man, because our faith is being exercised, man. Okay, and we're only getting stronger. Now look at what Paul said. Okay, and this is one of my favorite scriptures. We read it all the time. It says, "Yea, doubtless." Let me start up a little bit higher. Philippians 3 and verse 6. It says, "Concerning zeal, persecuting the church, touching righteousness, which is the law, blameless. But what things were gain to me, those I counted loss for Mashiach. Yea, doubtless, I counted all things but loss for the excellency of the knowledge of Yahushua Mashiach, my Lord, for whom I have suffered the loss of all things, but do count them but dung, that I may win Hamashiach Yahushua. And that's the thing. We're going to be in a position, we may very well be in the same position to where we lose all things. All right. And of course, that includes your job, your livelihood, could be family members, loved ones. Okay. But we understand that we're going to gain it all back in the kingdom, man. Hence the title. You see, we'll get it back in the kingdom, man. Because really Paul didn't lose anything. In the present moment he did. Okay. But beyond that, in the spirit, he's gained what? He's gained the faith that he needed to obtain salvation. Okay. Not only that, he's going to be rewarded when Yahushua returns. You see, and that's what we're also hoping for. Now this is Luke. We read this, Luke chapter 6 and verse 20. And he lifted up his eyes on his disciples and said, "Blessed be ye poor, for yours is the kingdom of heaven." Okay? Okay? I said okay. I was trying to say okay. All right? But it said what? Blessed be ye poor. All right? Somebody who's poor is what? Somebody who has made a sacrifice. Somebody who has given up something. Because the men that he was talking about, his disciples, they all had some type of line of business. A lot of them were fishermen. Okay? They had money, you see? But what? They became poor. All right, to serve Yahushua, man. All right, they gave up those things. It says, blessed are ye that hunger now, for ye shall be filled. Blessed are ye that weep now, for ye shall laugh. Blessed are ye when men shall hate you, and when they shall separate you from their company, and shall reproach you and cast you out. And cast out your name as evil for the Son of Man's sake. And that's the time that we're coming into. You see? A lot of people are going to basically cast blame upon the men of the Lord for this society's destruction. You see, for the woe, for the perils that are coming to this place, man. It says, "Rejoice ye in that day and leap for joy, for behold, your reward is great. Your reward is great in heaven. For in the like manners did their fathers unto the prophets." All right. And then it goes into the opposite spectrum. Okay. But the part that we worried about, because the scriptures say what? Be not curious how the ungodly shall be punished and when. All right. But you more ought to inquire how the righteous shall be saved, man. Okay. Basically, you worry about yourself, man. Because at the end of the day, you can't save anybody. We can't even save ourselves, man. We're hoping that we obtain salvation. Okay? Scripture say, seek out your own salvation with fear and trembling. You can't fear and tremble for another man, for nobody else. You can only fear and tremble for yourself. You see? So that's what we're supposed to be curious about, how the godly, how the righteous shall be saved, man. So I'm gonna read this last one. Is the book of Sirach or Ecclesiasticus chapter 4 and verse 28. It says, "Strive for the truth unto death, and the Lord shall fight for thee." You see? So that means what? Basically, by all means, even if it means death, you strive for the truth, man. Don't turn your back, man. Because the Lord didn't turn his back on us. All right? I mean, he very well had the power to, but he didn't. And that's the point. And that's the same example that we should follow. The scriptures talk about how Yahushua is the forerunner of our faith. Okay? He's not telling us to do something that he didn't already do. All right? He paved the way for us. And now we ought to follow the path, man. Okay? So I'm going to read that again. It says, "Strive for the truth unto death, and the Lord shall fight for thee." Okay? So Lord's will, I put this article in the description box. Brothers can check it out for yourself. You know how these platforms are getting as far as, speaking on these things. So we can share information, as best as we can. So with that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua Bashem Rakak Wadash. And until next time, Shalom.